China has strongly opposed what it called the forced displacement of Palestinians, responding to U.S. President Donald Trump's proposal to relocate residents of Gaza. Chinese Foreign Minister spokesperson emphasized that Gaza is an integral part of Palestinian territory, rejecting forced removals. Trump's plan to place Gaza under U.S. control and transform it into a Middle Eastern Riviera sparked global outrage, with Arab nations reaffirming their support for a two-state solution and an independent Palestinian state. French President Emmanuel Macron has emphasized that rebuilding Gaza must respect Palestinian rights and territorial sovereignty. Macron stated that Gaza's residents reject relocation abroad, a position shared by regional nations. He also emphasized that no one can prevent 2 million people from returning to their cities in Gaza, as the issue is political, not a real estate matter. Macron's comments reflect growing international support for Palestinian sovereignty. Israelis have gathered in Tel Aviv after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu warned on Tuesday, February the 11th, that if Hamas fails to release Israeli detainees by noon on Saturday, the Israeli military will resume its offensive in Gaza. Netanyahu stated that the fragile ceasefire would end and Israel's army would resume its operations until Hamas is defeated. Hamas has begun gradually releasing detainees under the first phase of a ceasefire agreement reached last month. However, Hamas announced on Monday that it would not halt further releases, accusing Israel of violating the ceasefire terms through deadly shootings and delays in aid deliveries in Gaza. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency has warned of the increasing forced displacements in the West Bank, with 40,000 Palestinians from refugee camps, especially in Jenin, displaced due to Israeli military actions. UNRWA reported that over 60% of these displacements in 2024 resulted from Israeli incursions and airstrikes, which continue to threaten the lives of refugees and agency staff. Moving on to Lebanon, and especially in Beirut, where Lebanese President Joseph Aoun has urged EU nations to pressure Israel into completing its withdrawal by February 18th deadline. During a meeting with the Portuguese Foreign Minister, Aoun reaffirmed Lebanon's support for the Arab Peace Initiative and rejected proposals that involve the displacements of Palestinians or violations of their legitimate rights as upheld by UN resolutions. The discussion emphasized Lebanon's commitment to regional stability and the preservation of Palestinian rights. And moving on to Syria and Damascus, the Syrian presidency has formed a preparatory committee for the National Dialogue Conference, set to be officially announced today. The committee consists of 7 members, including researchers, writers, and political figures. This follows a meeting between Transitional President Ahmed al-Shara and the Syrian Negotiation Commission.